I had somebody that asked to take me on a date, right? And I was telling him, well, instead of taking me on a date, the same money that you gonna use towards the date, you can help me buy my part for my car. My car is still drivable, but I need like a crankshaft or a camshaft, and it's like $200. And I was like, well, whatever money that you was gonna use towards the date, you can help me put the money towards buying the part. And I was like, I'll come up with the rest. You know, like, you ain't got to give me the whole thing. Now, this part that I need, it keeps my car from cranking. Like I might have to try like 2 times and then it crank, but it don't crank right up. But this part that I need, it'll help it crank right up. So he gonna say that's beneficial to me. But the date is beneficial to you, right? The fuck?
My bad. The last thing you said kind of caught me off guard. Hey, shout out to the content creator. Always, first and foremost. I appreciate her sharing her story. So I felt like I wanted to go in right away, but I don't know the whole scenario, her situation. Like it when I first looked at it, I'm like, is this a first date? But it could be like they've been dealing with each other for a while too. And so she like, look, we've been dealing with each other. You want to take me on a date? Don't take me on a date. Help me get my car fixed. That could be one scenario, right? If it is a brand new person, like, nah, we ain't doing that. We taking the S's off our chest. We taking off the cape. We're not saving nothing out here. And so, because if it is a first date, the whole premise is to get to know you, right? Not to already dive into your situation and bring you value to help you out with your life. You know what I mean? And yes, you could be struggling, but how you know it's gonna? You saying, hey, the part's $200. That date could be a coffee date. That's $20 at Starbucks. Maybe a croissant with it. You know what I mean? So again, I'm hoping, I'm hoping that they're already involved, and therefore she's like, look, I don't need date money. My car's acting up. I need a crankshaft, whatever the part is. Just help me with that. And but the guy she dealing with, he hit back and he was like, yo, listen, me giving you this money is beneficial to you, not to me. Right? Bro standing on business, man. You know, he's standing on his square with that one. But I'm hoping that's the situation. That's what it seems like. You know, I didn't hear anything about a first date. I just heard a date. Like, it's just the feeling I'm getting is that they've been dealing with each other for a while. So again, I don't want to go in on her too much because on some level she's not wrong, especially if they've been dealing with each other for a while. But if they brand new, nah, she out of pocket. She totally left field. That's not what we on. We not out here trying to save nobody. But again, if they have been dealing with each other, that's his decision. If he wants to do that, if he's rocking with her, and you know she seemed like a nice girl, like you know she had some, she had a little sass to her, right? Again, I don't want to go in on her too much, man, because hey, we've all had car troubles. Listen, I know I had car troubles. I had to go to YouTube University to learn how to replace a water pump in my car from back in the day. So I'm not gonna knock her, but she like, look, hey, I like I said, I feel her in some instance. That's why I'm not going in on her all the way, because I do feel her. She like, and let me jump on her side a little bit. Let me play this part. Let me jump on her side a little bit. If you dealing with a dude and y'all dating, right, and y'all trying to get serious, I kind of on some level I kind of respect it. You know what I mean? If they've been dealing with each other for a while, I kind of respect it. Like, why waste money on a date when you know I'm in a situation, right? Again, he's not obligated. Don't get it twisted. He's not obligated. But I get it. She like, yo, meet me halfway. My car's acting up. I really want to deal with you, right? Instead of doing a date, help me with my car. That's bringing more value than us going to spend money on the food if we already dealing with each other, right? I got to keep preference that because I got to make sure I preference that. So again, me jumping on her side, a little devil's advocate, right? I kind of respect it at that point. But again, if it's not on that point, right, and I had to separate the two, and this is like brand new out the gate, nah, that's a no-go, bro. Listen, go ahead and drop that. We not playing, we not putting capes on, we not wearing S's on our chest. Again, we not saving nothing out here, bro. People, hey, listen, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole about equality and all. I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just saying, man, listen, everybody have car troubles. If they just meeting with each other, just starting a new situation, she got to figure it out. She got to figure out. She cannot ask, again, if that's the situation, she can't ask bro up front for some money like that to get a car part. That's her responsibility. And again, I don't know her situation. She could be struggling. She could be in a situation. Obviously, she is in a situation, right? And so therefore, she needs some help. She needs some help. So I hope she get her car fixed. Again, I had car trouble before, man. Sometimes, hey, you gotta get to work. You in desperate situations sometimes. You know what I mean? And she like, look, bro, forget the date. Help me with my car. I'm not knocking her, man, because I feel them car troubles is crazy. But I hope she's been dealing with bro for a minute. Whoever she's dealing with. Then at that point, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask. Again, she not saying fund the whole thing. She like, meet me halfway. This how much the part costs. Help me keep my car running. That way we can keep our relationship going if that is the case. What y'all think, man? Drop a comment below. Do y'all think she out of pocket? You know, do y'all think bro need to help her out with her car? What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Listen, if it's your first time, go ahead and subscribe to the Husband Code. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. Also, if you got any value from this video, hit the like button. And we're going to keep dropping videos like this, so don't miss nothing by hitting that notification bell. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.